What if living to a bet isn't about rare superfoods or extreme routines, but small, consistent choices you make every single day? Science is revealing that your body has powerful built in systems designed to protect, repair, and renew itself if you give it the right fuel. The foods you eat daily can quietly influence your immunity, your metabolism, even how your cells age over time. But the truth may surprise you. It's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Today, you'll discover simple, everyday foods that can help unlock your body's natural ability to thrive longer than you ever expected. Every day, your body is working quietly behind the scenes to protect you, repair damage, and keep everything functioning as it should. You don't feel it happening, but complex systems are constantly active, your immune system identifying threats, your cells repairing themselves, and your metabolism balancing energy. What's remarkable is that these systems are not fixed or unchangeable. They respond directly to what you do, especially to what you eat. The foods you choose each day are not just a source of calories. They are information that tells your body how to behave, how to defend, and how to heal. Jans. When you begin to understand this, food stops being just about taste or habit and becomes a powerful tool. Certain everyday foods have the ability to support and activate these natural defense systems. For example, foods rich in antioxidants help neutralize harmful molecules that can damage your cells over time. This process reduces stress on your body and allows it to function more efficiently. Similarly, foods that contain natural anti-inflammatory compounds can help calm chronic low-grade inflammation, which is often linked to aging and many common diseases. Your immune system, in particular, is deeply influenced by what you eat regularly. It relies on a steady supply of nutrients to stay alert and responsive. Vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds found in simple foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds play a critical role in strengthening your body's ability to fight off infections and maintain balance. The more sci-fi for their missions are for sovereign or maniac. When these nutrients are missing, your immune system doesn't suddenly shut down, but it becomes less efficient, slower, and more vulnerable over time. On another key system that responds to your daily diet is your body's ability to repair itself. Every day, cells in your body experience wear and tear. Some get damaged, some grow old, and some need to be replaced. This process is natural, but it requires the right conditions to happen effectively. Foods that support cellular repair, such as those rich in healthy fats, proteins, and essential micronutrients, give your body the building blocks it needs to renew itself. Over time, this consistent support can make a significant difference in how well your body maintains its strength and resilience. Your metabolism is also constantly adapting to your eating patterns. It doesn't just burn calories. It manages energy, regulates hormones, and influences how your body stores or uses fat. Everyday foods that are balanced and nutrient dense help keep your metabolism stable and efficient. This means your body can better handle energy fluctuations, avoid unnecessary stress, and maintain a healthy internal environment. What makes this idea so powerful is its simplicity. You don't need rare or expensive ingredients to activate these systems. In fact, many of the most effective foods are the ones that are easily available and often overlooked. The key is not perfection, but consistency. When you provide your body with supportive foods day after day, you create an environment where these natural processes can operate at their best. Baned over time, these small daily choices begin to add up. Your body becomes more efficient at defending itself, better at repairing damage, and more balanced in how it functions. This is not a quick fix or a dramatic overnight change. It is a gradual, steady shift that happens as your body responds to the signals you send through your diet. The more consistently you choose foods that support these systems, the more you enable your body to do what it was designed to do naturally. It's easy to believe that living a long, healthy life requires dramatic changes, strict diets, intense restrictions, or short bursts of extreme discipline, but the evidence points in a different direction. Longevity is shaped far more by what you do consistently than by what you do occasionally. Your body doesn't respond to one perfect meal or 1 week of healthy eating in isolation. It responds to patterns, to repetition, to the habits you reinforce day after day. The quiet, repeated choices you make around food become signals that guide how your body functions over time. When you eat well for a few days and then return to less supportive habits, your body doesn't build lasting change. It adapts quickly in the short term, but requires steady input to create long-term benefits. Think of it like a rhythm. Each meal is a beat, and consistency creates harmony. When that rhythm is stable, your internal systems begin to align, your metabolism stabilizes, your energy levels become more predictable, and your body can focus on maintenance and repair instead of constantly adjusting to extremes. LBUEED, extreme diets often promise fast results, and sometimes they deliver short-term changes. But they are difficult to sustain because they rely on restriction, complexity, or unrealistic expectations. Over time, this can lead to cycles of starting and stopping, which place additional stress on your body. Each time your eating pattern swings from one extreme to another, your metabolism and hormonal balance are forced to adapt rapidly. This constant shifting can make it harder for your body to maintain equilibrium. Consistency, on the other hand, creates stability. When you provide your body with a regular supply of nourishing foods, it learns what to expect. This predictability allows your systems to operate more efficiently. Your blood sugar levels remain more balanced, your hunger signals become clearer, and your body is better able to regulate how it uses and stores energy. Instead of reacting to sudden changes, your body begins to function with greater ease and less strain. But Mondi, another important aspect of consistency is that it reduces the mental burden of decision making. When healthy eating becomes a regular part of your routine, it no longer feels like a constant challenge or a series of difficult choices. It becomes automatic, something you do without overthinking. This shift is powerful because it removes the pressure to be perfect. You don't need to follow a rigid plan or chase the latest trend. You simply need to show up each day and make choices that support your well-being. And small, repeated actions have a way of compounding over time. A single nutritious meal might not feel significant, but when it is part of a consistent pattern, it contributes to a larger effect. Weeks turn into months, and months turn into years. Gradually, your body reflects those choices. You may notice more stable energy, improved resilience, and a stronger sense of balance. These changes don't happen all at once, but they build steadily as your habits take root. LMBNDO, consistency also allows room for flexibility. It recognizes that no one eats perfectly all the time, and that occasional indulgences or variations are part of a normal life. What matters is the overall pattern, not isolated moments. When your foundation is strong, occasional deviations don't disrupt your progress. Your body can handle them because it is supported by a consistent baseline of healthy habits. Bend over time, this steady approach becomes the true driver of longevity. It's not about doing everything right for a short period, but about doing the right things often enough that they become part of who you are. The power lies in repetition, in the quiet commitment to nourish your body regularly, and in the understanding that lasting health is built through consistency rather than intensity. It's easy to get drawn into the idea that the key to better health lies in rare, expensive, or exotic foods labeled as superfoods. These products are often marketed as if they hold unique, almost magical properties that can transform your body overnight. While some of these foods do contain beneficial nutrients, the truth is far less dramatic and far more practical. Many simple, everyday foods that are widely available can offer equal or even greater benefits when it comes to supporting long-term health and longevity. The concept of a superfood can sometimes distract from what truly matters, the overall quality and consistency of your diet. No single food, no matter how nutrient-dense, can compensate for an otherwise unbalanced eating pattern. Your body thrives not on isolated ingredients, but on a diverse and steady intake of nutrients that work together. Everyday foods, those you can find easily in local markets, often provide exactly this kind of balance when consumed regularly and in combination. Banists consider foods like leafy greens, legumes, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and seeds. These may not sound exciting or trendy, but they are rich in vitamins, minerals, fiber, and plant compounds that support your body in multiple ways. They help regulate digestion, stabilize energy levels, and contribute to the proper functioning of your immune system. Because they are less processed and more natural, they often deliver these benefits in a form that your body can easily recognize and use. And another advantage of simple, accessible foods is that they are easier to incorporate into your daily routine. You don't have to go out of your way to find them or spend large amounts of money to include them in your meals. This accessibility makes consistency possible, and consistency, as you've seen, is one of the most important factors in achieving lasting health. When healthy options are convenient and familiar, you are far more likely to choose them regularly. Ban trendy superfoods, on the other hand, can create a sense of dependency on specific items. You might feel that without a particular ingredient, your diet is incomplete or less effective. This mindset can make healthy eating feel complicated and restrictive. In reality, your body does not require rare or imported foods to function at its best. Responds to nutrients, not labels. Whether those nutrients come from a popular superfood or a common staple makes little difference, as long as they are present in sufficient amounts. There is also something powerful about returning to simplicity. When you focus on everyday foods, you begin to appreciate their natural value rather than chasing novelty. Meals become less about trends and more about nourishment. This shift can make your relationship with food more grounded and sustainable. Instead of constantly seeking the next best thing, you build confidence in the choices that are already within your reach. And over time, relying on simple foods can lead to a more balanced and stable way of eating. You create meals that are diverse, colorful, and rich in essential nutrients without needing to overcomplicate the process. This approach not only supports your physical health, but also reduces stress and confusion around food choices. It allows you to focus on what truly matters, giving your body consistent, reliable nourishment. The idea that health depends on rare or expensive ingredients is a misconception that can hold people back. In truth, some of the most effective foods are the ones that have been part of traditional diets for generations. They may not be labeled as extraordinary, but their value lies in their reliability and their ability to support your body day after day. When you shift your focus from trends to consistency and from rarity to accessibility, you begin to see that the foundation of long-term health has been within reach all along. What you eat each day does far more than satisfy hunger or provide energy for the moment. It directly shapes how your body functions at the deepest levels, influencing your immune system, your metabolism, and even how your cells age over time. These processes may feel invisible, but they are constantly responding to the signals you send through your diet. Every meal becomes a form of communication, telling your body whether to strengthen, repair, store, or defend. Your immune system is one of the most responsive systems to your daily food choices. It depends on a steady flow of nutrients to remain balanced and effective. Vitamins, minerals, and naturally occurring compounds found in whole foods help your immune cells recognize threats and respond appropriately. When your diet regularly includes these nutrients, your immune system becomes more efficient, not overactive, not underactive, but balanced. On the other hand, when your diet lacks these essential components, your immune response can become weaker or less coordinated, leaving your body more vulnerable over time. Metabolism is another system that is deeply shaped by what you eat. It is not just about how fast you burn calories. It is about how your body manages energy, regulates blood sugar, and controls hormones. The types of foods you consume determine whether your metabolism operates smoothly or becomes strained. Balanced, nutrient-dense meals help maintain stable energy levels and prevent sudden spikes and crashes. This stability allows your body to function with less stress, supporting both physical performance and overall well-being. Your diet also plays a significant role in how your body handles inflammation. While short-term inflammation is a natural and helpful response, chronic, low-level inflammation can quietly contribute to many long-term health issues. Certain foods can either promote or reduce this type of inflammation. Diets that rely heavily on processed, nutrient-poor foods tend to increase inflammatory signals, while diets rich in whole, plant-based ingredients can help calm them. Over time, this difference can influence how well your body maintains its internal balance. Just at the cellular level, the impact of your diet becomes even more profound. Your body is constantly renewing itself, with old cells being replaced by new ones. This process depends on the availability of the right building blocks: proteins, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. When these nutrients are consistently present, your cells can repair damage more effectively and maintain their structure and function. This has a direct influence on how your body ages, not just in appearance, but in overall performance. Another important factor is oxidative stress, which occurs when harmful molecules build up in the body and begin to damage cells. Over time, this damage can accelerate aging and affect various systems. Foods that are rich in antioxidants help neutralize these molecules, reducing their impact and supporting cellular health. By regularly including such foods in your diet, you give your body a better chance to maintain balance and protect itself from gradual wear and tear. Belinges, the connection between diet and these internal systems, is not immediate or dramatic. You won't necessarily feel the effects of one meal, just as you won't see instant changes in your body overnight. Instead, the influence builds gradually, shaped by patterns rather than isolated choices. Each time you choose foods that support your body, you reinforce processes that contribute to long-term health. Each time you rely on less supportive options, you introduce small amounts of stress that can accumulate over time. Brown Baines, understanding this relationship changes the way you view food. It becomes less about short-term satisfaction and more about long-term impact. You begin to recognize that every choice, no matter how small, plays a role in shaping how your body functions. Over time, these choices influence not only how you feel today, but also how your body performs years from now, gradually guiding the pace and quality of your aging process. It's easy to underestimate the power of small actions, especially when they seem too simple to make a real difference. Choosing a healthier meal, adding a serving of vegetables, drinking more water, these decisions can feel minor in the moment. But what often goes unnoticed is how these small habits accumulate over time. Your body doesn't measure your efforts in isolated events, it responds to patterns. Positive choices repeated consistently. It begins to shape your health in ways that are gradual but deeply meaningful. Think of each healthy decision as a quiet investment. On its own, it may not seem significant, but when repeated day after day, it begins to build momentum. A single nutritious meal might not transform your energy levels instantly, but a week of balanced eating can start to stabilize how you feel. Extend that pattern over months, and you may notice improved resilience, better focus, and a stronger sense of overall well-being. The effects are subtle at first, but they become more noticeable as consistency turns small actions into lasting habits. Your body is designed to adapt, and it takes its cues from what you do most often. When you consistently provide it with nourishing foods, it begins to operate more efficiently. Digestion becomes smoother, energy becomes more stable, and your internal systems require less effort to maintain balance. This doesn't happen because of one perfect decision, but because of many small ones working together over time. Each choice reinforces the next, creating a chain of positive effects that extend far beyond the moment. One of the most powerful aspects of small daily habits is that they are manageable. Unlike drastic changes, which can feel overwhelming and difficult to sustain, small adjustments fit naturally into your routine. You don't need to completely transform your lifestyle overnight. Instead, you make gradual improvements that feel achievable and realistic. This approach reduces the likelihood of burnout or frustration, making it easier to stay consistent over the long term. These small habits also influence your mindset. When you make a positive choice, no matter how minor, it creates a sense of progress. That sense of progress can motivate you to continue, building confidence in your ability to take care of your health. Over time, this shift in mindset becomes just as important as the physical changes. You begin to see yourself as someone who prioritizes well-being, and that identity reinforces your habits even further. Another important factor is how these habits interact with one another. Small actions don't exist in isolation. They often lead to other positive behaviors. For example, choosing a balanced meal might make you feel more energized, which can encourage you to stay active or make better choices later in the day. In this way, one small habit can create a ripple effect, influencing multiple aspects of your health without requiring extra effort. It's also important to recognize that consistency doesn't mean perfection. There will always be days when you make less supportive choices, and that's part of being human. What matters is not those occasional moments, but the overall pattern you maintain. When your daily habits are mostly aligned with your goals, small deviations don't have the power to undo your progress. Your body responds to the bigger picture, not isolated exceptions. Over time, the compounding effect of these small habits becomes undeniable. What once felt insignificant begins to produce visible and lasting results. You may find that your energy is more reliable, your body feels stronger, and your overall health becomes more stable. These changes don't come from dramatic efforts, but from the quiet consistency of everyday choices that gradually shape. your well-being in ways that are both powerful and sustainable. There's a common belief that improving your health means eating more supplements, more superfoods, more complex meals packed with countless ingredients. But in reality, the true shift happens when you begin to eat smarter. It's not about increasing quantity, it's about improving quality, intention, and understanding. Your body doesn't necessarily need more food, it needs the right food and the right balance delivered consistently. Binge eating more without purpose can actually create additional strain on your body. Overloading your system with excess calories, even from foods that seem healthy, forces your metabolism to work harder than necessary. It can lead to imbalances in energy, fluctuations in blood sugar, and unnecessary storage of fat. On the other hand, eating smarter means choosing foods that deliver higher nutritional value without overwhelming your system. It's about efficiency, getting more benefit from what you consume rather than simply increasing volume. And when you start to focus on quality, your perspective begins to change. You pay attention to how foods are prepared, how natural they are, and how they support your body's needs. Whole, minimally processed foods tend to offer a richer combination of nutrients that work together to support your health. These foods provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and beneficial compounds in forms your body can easily recognize and use. As a result, you don't need to eat as much to feel satisfied and nourished. And another key aspect of eating smarter is understanding balance. Your body requires a combination of nutrients to function properly: carbohydrates for energy, proteins for repair, and healthy fats for stability and hormone regulation. When your meals include this balance, your body can process them more effectively. You feel fuller for longer, your energy remains steady, and your cravings become easier to manage. This reduces the urge to overeat, not through restriction, but through natural satisfaction. Timing and awareness also play a role. Eating smarter means paying attention to your body's signals, recognizing when you are truly hungry and when you have had enough. It involves slowing down, being present during meals, and allowing your body to respond naturally. This awareness helps prevent mindless eating, which often leads to consuming more than your body actually needs. Over time, this practice strengthens your connection with your body, making it easier to make choices that support your well-being. Bendis. Importantly, eating smarter does not mean making your diet complicated or rigid. In fact, it often leads to simplicity. You begin to rely on foods that are familiar, accessible, and nourishing, rather than chasing trends or constantly seeking new additions. This simplicity makes it easier to stay consistent, which, as you've seen, is one of the most powerful drivers of long-term health. Another benefit of this approach is that it reduces the pressure to constantly do more. You don't need to add endless items to your plate or follow extreme routines. Instead, you refine what you already eat, making small adjustments that improve quality and balance. This shift creates a sense of control and sustainability, allowing you to maintain your habits without feeling overwhelmed. Over time, eating smarter transforms the way your body responds. Your digestion becomes more efficient, your energy more stable, and your overall health more balanced. You may find that you feel better with less, simply because what you are providing your body is more aligned with its needs. This is not about deprivation. It's about precision and intention. The real secret to living longer and healthier isn't hidden in excess or complexity. It lies in making thoughtful, consistent choices that prioritize quality over quantity, allowing your body to function with greater ease and efficiency as you support it with exactly what it truly needs.